Good morning, Henros. It is day 9 of the Shikoku Henro, and today we enter a new stage of the trip. We're leaving Tokushima Prefecture behind and entering Koshi. So we're leaving the awakening stage and entering the ascetic training. Yesterday I had a great time at the guest house where I stayed with the 2 Australian Henros that I met on day 1, walking to Temple 1. And this morning, look who I ran into. Andrea from Switzerland. Hello. So it's like a class reunion. I thought I was gonna be on my own the entire time, and as it turns out, I'm kind of moving with the same group of hikers. Today is gonna be a rainy day. There's no escaping it. It's already drizzling, and I think around 8 o'clock there's like a 52% chance of rain. So it's gonna be one of those days. We're not seeing any temples today because we're like 50 kilometers away from Temple 24, but we're gonna try to get as close as possible on this rainy day. So this tunnel behind me separates the 2 prefectures. We've been walking together for the last hour and a half to the first and only 7-Eleven, all the way to the end of today's stage and beyond. So I was there and I picked up some stuff for breakfast, and I also picked up a few things for the road. I sat outside and on the little stool there, and I enjoyed my breakfast. And then as we were walking to this tunnel, we came across this cafe, and the lady invited us in. She spoke English, and I had my first cafe con leche in Japan. I enjoyed it so much. I quit coffee for this trip, and I said, you know what the hell? Let's leave Tokushima in style. I also had some toast and a little bit of an omelet. So right now I'm so full I can barely walk. I still got food for lunch later on, much later on. I'm about to enter the tunnel of doom. On the other side, it is Koshi. Yes, it's been drizzling all morning. It hasn't really stopped. I had to put the rain cover on my hat and on my backpack and put away most of my electronics. So today is gonna be a short video. We'll see, maybe the weather improves in Koshi. Let's go in there and see what awaits me. These tunnels, as you can expect, are a little bit noisy, and it becomes like a wind tunnel. And when it is windy outside, expect the wind to get stronger in here. It's the tunnel effect. But today, it's super nice. Way! And just like that, we have crossed the Tunnel of Doom. Welcome to Koshi Prefecture. It was a little bit smelly in there. You can smell the fumes from the cars. There's no ventilation, but at least we were away from the rain. So you can see, it is drizzling right now. It's been drizzling like that all morning, and I think it's gonna get even worse. So what should we talk about today? Today is the start of the ascetic training, so maybe we should go over the rules that we're supposed to follow out here on this pilgrimage. I don't know it by heart, but I do have the guidebook. Let's look it up. So it is 1:15. We're in this little hut area on the side of the road. It's been a day like no other, just walking next to a busy road with the rain constantly on us. As you can see, I have my rain jacket on. The only escape from the rain has been through the tunnels and now in this hut that we just found. We were looking for it for a while just to have a break, sit down and enjoy lunch. And I have to say, this hat, it is the best rain gear that I've ever had, better than an umbrella. And but we cannot complain, because according to the guidebook, this would be like the Braille version of the Shikoku Henro. You can get it at their website, you can get it on Amazon, you can also buy it at Temple 1 and other pilgrim gift shops along the way. There is the pilgrim oath, or as I like to call it, the Fight Club rules that you're supposed to follow out here. And the first one says that I will believe that Kobodashi will save all living beings and that he will always be with me. The second one, which kind of like has a lot to do with today, is I will not complain if things do not go well while on the pilgrimage, but consider such experiences to be part of the ascetic training. And we have just entered Koshi with the ascetic training stage of the trip. And the third and last one is, I will believe that all can be saved in the present world, and I will continually ask to be able to achieve enlightenment. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have something to eat. 25 kilometers already behind me. I should be there in a couple of hours or so. And after a 32-kilometer day, walking in the rain, that type of rain that just never stops, and it's drizzling the whole way, walking on a very busy road, which I think because it was raining probably wasn't as much traffic as on a sunny day. We made it here to the guest house where we're staying at 3:30 in the afternoon. A long day, completely wet from head to toe. You can see my gear is drying all over the place. I did laundry yesterday, so I don't want to do it here today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Everything is wet, so maybe we can talk a little bit about the rain gear that I have on this trip, since today seems to be so fitting. As you guys already saw, my Sage hat came with its own rain cover, and it gave me great protection from the rain in my face. I have my backpack with its cover, and I had a rain jacket. Instead of wearing my long hiking pants, I just wore the pants that I wear where I'm here in the places hanging out, and that seemed to work. I mean, my feet were completely wet anyways, but that is to be expected from the Altras Olympus 4 shoes that I've been wearing for the last few years. I really like how comfortable they are, and the water just goes in and out, and no blisters, no issues whatsoever. I also keep all my electronics in Ziploc bags, and this has saved me over the years. I use the ones that have this knob to open and close. It's much easier. I have my book in there, I have my tablet in there, all the stuff that was around me was inside the Ziploc bags, and everything else like the drone was inside my backpack, and still water got in it from so much rain. But I have my clothes in compression sacks, which also keeps them dry. This place, as you can see, is a little bit run down. It has seen its better days, but you know, what can you say? You can't complain when you're out here. The best thing about this place is the onsen that they have in the basement. That is a large bathroom where you can take a shower, and they have like a hot tub where you can get in there after a long day walking in the rain and just soak it in and just rest and let all your troubles melt away. Today is one of those days where you're just drying all your gear, spreading everything out, gear explosion all over the room, and hanging out the stuff that you need for the next day. And I guess I'll see you guys after dinner, right? Let's see what's going on in the world. Because I think today or yesterday, Israel got attacked. Every time I leave the country, something horrible happens. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm back from having another great, delicious meal. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hand rolls in total, sitting around in tables on the floor. And, you know, I took advantage of the fact that the lady that runs the place speaks a little bit of English, and I tried to make a few reservations ahead, even though I have everything booked up to Koshi. Just leaving Koshi is a little bit tricky. So I managed to get one reservation out of the 2 that I wanted. The second one, it was very close to the ferry that takes you 10 kilometers ahead, but you know, we'll talk about that stage as we get closer to it. I just managed to look in Google Maps right now, and I found a place, like a hostel, that's right across the street from the ferry, so I'm gonna try to call there tomorrow. What else can I say? Tomorrow is gonna be another rainy day like today, and it's kind of like a shame because tomorrow there's so many highlights. We have the 3 rocks, the married couple rocks, we have a cave, we have the sitting Buddha or the reclining Buddha, we have the temple, Cave Moroto. I mean, so many places that on the great weather I would have been able to film it with all my tools, but it won't be the case. So, you know, we have to play it the hand as he lays. We have to pray to the weather gods and see if he smiles on us, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, another day on the Camino, another day on the Hero. Can't really complain about it because those are the rules, of course. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, but not before thanking, of course, the trail angel of the day, and today is Sherry Pratt. One of my friends, she was one of the members on the Camino Frances tour that I did in May. So thank you so much, Sherry, for your unconditional support. And I want you guys to subscribe if you haven't already done so. You must be crazy. You gotta follow to stay on the loop, right? And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 for breakfast and for that drench, that rain that we're gonna catch. See you then.